3, 2, 1. Mama knows best, Mama knows best, Mama knows everything, she is the best.
It's Friday.
Welcome to Mama Knows Best on our YouTube channel. This is technically episode 5, but we're going to consider this episode 1. So this is our first episode on the YouTube channel where my mom and I discuss hashtag Find Riley a Date. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm going on 27 dates with girls all around the country that my mom picked out for me, and I'm not the one planning the dates. She's planning all these dates, so she's doing all the logistics, reaching out.
I'm doing all the hard work.
Doing all of the hard work. She's doing really hard work.
And he gets to have all the fun.
All the fun. So that's where we're at, and this podcast is dedicated to that. Mama knows best. She's the one who picked out these women. She's picking out the dates. She's technically controlling my life right now. So we're going to discuss that, discuss dating questions, how the dates are going, and just general topics that we feel like talking about. And since it's on YouTube, we have more time to talk about it. So,
but I don't. I've got to get going here.
She has to get going. So
it's Friday. I haven't got anything done this week except dates. And I got to, go to the grocery store.
Yeah. So we'll make this quick.
Yes.
So yes, we're going to start with the 27 dates. So far, I've gone on 8 different dates with 8 different women all across the country, and they have been going fantastic. However, I haven't told, besides the videos that I've posted on our TikTok and Instagram, at Riley and Rhonda, how the dates have been going. You guys have seen the dates, but you know how after you go on dates, your mom, your parents always ask you, tell me about it, how was it? They always ask a whole bunch of hard-hitting questions. Well, my mom's about to do that right now. She said she has a long list of questions to ask me about these dates that I went on. So Mom, pass it over to you.
No.
Guys, we both haven't eaten, so we're both being very passive and hungry, and it's fun. All right, ask me a question, huh?
Honey, I've already asked all the questions we did it yesterday.
Just one question.
Who's your favorite?
I don't have a favorite. All the 8 girls that I've went on dates with, which maybe I'll talk about where I've went. I've gone on 3 or 4 in Nashville. I went to West Virginia, Kentucky. I went to Nebraska, South Dakota. Yeah, I think that's all.
What's been the favorite activity so far?
So my favorite activity, I've been on, there's been so many that you planned.
I've done some wonderful things.
Yes, and I loved all of them. I loved going mudding. I went to West Virginia with a girl named Bobby, and we went mudding in the West Virginia hills. And
yeah, so he came back from that date. And he wants to go dirt biking.
Yes, I want.
And I'm not sending you on a dirt biking.
Also, here, see, this is a fun little topic to talk about.
No.
From ages 3 to 7, I was actually a dirt bike champion, so I think it would be fun for one of these dates to go back to my roots and go on a dirt biking date. So,
I do have the girls' welfare in mind, and I'm not going to send them on a dirt bike track.
Also, just so you know, so my mom is planning all the dates. However, we discussed, I told her, no dinner dates, no movie dates. I want to talk to the women while also doing a fun activity, so I have a general idea of, like, all the concepts that I'm throwing at her.
That doesn't mean we don't feed them. They'll get, like, appetizers or something, but not a full-fledged sit down and eat a 2-hour meal kind of thing.
Yes, but that's my favorite one. I really enjoyed going mudding because it was back to my northern roots. I was born in Iowa, grew up in South Dakota. We did a lot of dirt biking, a lot of motor activities, and it brought me back to that, and it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. And for all the rest of the dates, I really enjoyed it as well. All the women have been beautiful, beautiful souls, and it's been really fun.
Wait till you find out what you have coming up.
Oh, I can't wait for it.
There's some good ones.
I can't wait.
I've already planned date number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Do you want to give any hints to the people watching this? Because I feel like they should get something special.
Well, a couple of them are going to require some height. Actually, several of them are going to require. They can't be afraid of heights on those particular dates. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of thrills. A lot of excitement.
Have you, for any of these dates, have you partnered up with anybody to make it a really cool experience?
Yes. Actually, I've done a really good job at that. As I'm making calls to book things, I let them know what we're kind of doing, and I kind of give them our spiel. And, gosh, I'll give it away if I say who.
Yeah, don't say who, but...
Yeah, several of them have partnered up with us. You'll know because we're going to give them a shout out in the videos because they've either reduced the price a little bit or they've just agreed to give a VIP experience. So an example of something that we've already done is like the Predators game, kind of partnered up with them where that's how we got the whole Lexi got to do the spin thing. A very calm date, but when you went with Carol to the candle shop, that was...
Take me to the candle shop.
Yeah, that was they let that experience be free and kind of gave you a special VIP. I mean,
It was.
they were the only
really
ones
nice.
there. They had their own little intimate candle making session. The 4x4 side by side mudding guy, he was all on board with it, and he gave it the half price. So that was a good deal. I can't remember the name of that place. The Goat, Local Goat.
Yeah, Local Goat.
Yeah,
ATV.
shout out to him because he was very helpful. And there were some that said, no, we don't want to have anything to do with it. So we won't even bother naming them.
Also, side note to the people who are watching this podcast, if you guys have most of this podcast moving forward, we'll try to do once a week, if that. But comment questions below. We'll be addressing your guys' questions, talking about topics, like even just mention topics that you want a mother and son, a boomer and a millennial to talk about, because our dynamic's interesting. As you can tell, we're both characters. We both love each other, and we love Jesus, most importantly, right?
Sure.
We do.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to go to
Sometimes I
questions?
get angry with him and I get a little moody. Today I've been a little moody because it's
very
Friday. I've
Are you on the top of
dedicated I've dedicated my whole week to planning dates, and I've not gotten grocery shopping done. I've not vacuumed. I've not done laundry.
Okay, here we go. I have a question for you.
What?
What's it been like working together, going on the news stations, because we've been going on news stations talking about our story. What's it been like for you?
For me?
Mm-hmm.
It's been special. I mean, I think it's a memory that we'll be able to look back on and remember. It's been fun.
Okay, so I could talk for hours about how it's been working with my mother, especially since she didn't know how to press record on a camera before I started working with her. But overall, I'm so happy that I get to spend time with my mother at my age. I'm 27 years old. She's 60, pretty much. And the fact that I get to spend so much time with my beautiful, loving mother every single minute, every single day when I'm
He's
done
so
with
nice
these
to me on camera.
No, I'm being serious. Like, honestly, I mentioned this to you, I think, yesterday, but I cried. When I was in bed, I was like, wow, I get to be with my mother. She's so nice to me. She gave me such a good upbringing, and I can't wait to raise a family like you raised me.
I laughed that.
Yeah.
I laughed.
That's all honest, too. Okay, another question. Do you have a job?
Do I have a job? Yeah, full time.
Take care of me.
Yeah.
That was her job.
Really? Somebody asked if I have a job?
No, that's, I think, me. So, for all the people who ask if I have a job, this is my job. Filming content, posting online. A lot of people don't know that you can make money from it. And actually, this all started from my mom coming to me 2 months ago asking me how to create content and make money from it. I've been doing this for 10 years, been doing it pretty much full time for 5.
And I've watched him, and it's been impressive because he does make decent money doing it. So
And
I just wanted to make a little bit of that.
Do you want to make a little bit of it? And actually, how about this, really quick, since we have the time? Do you do a little bit of background story of how we got to this point of the hashtag Find Our LA Date, what led to it? So it started you coming to me in February 27th, asked
February
me, how do I create
27th, which is
content
why
and
the
make money from it?
27th.
Yeah.
And
And
I
the 27.
wanted to make a little bit of money, and because we've got some deck work going on, I wanted to pay for it myself. And so he came, and we spent some time together, and we were trying to build up like a TikTok shop stuff, basically. And he was here, and one day he wanted me to cut his hair. I was not in the mood to cut hair. I'm sick of doing it, and I'm not good at it. And I didn't even know he was recording, really, as I was cutting his hair. But then he said, Mom, look over there and say, can anybody date my son? Because I need somebody to cut his hair. So I did it. I don't even know why I did, but I did. And he posted it. And I looked a sight. I looked a sight in that video. I had literally been spending
You
2
always look
days
beautiful.
cleaning. No, I looked a sight. That's why I didn't want to be on film. He did it anyway. He posted it, and then we started getting a response, and then you took it from there.
And then we decided that since we got traction from girls who wanted to cut my hair, we were like, why not? I came to her actually a month before this video and said, hey, I'm not going to my brother's wedding in November alone. I went to my oldest brother's wedding alone, and it sucked. I want a girl to take as my date to my brother's wedding. So let's put it out there. There were girls interested in cutting my hair. Let's see if there's girls interested in being my date to my brother's wedding.
And
in
I
November.
gotta say, we did put that first video out there, and one person trickled in, and I thought, oh my gosh, Bradley's gonna be so upset when he finds out there's not really anybody interested in being his date.
And then little did we know, a day
10,000
later,
plus people
thousands
later.
of women started DMing, commenting, stitching our videos, wanting to be the date to my brother's wedding with me. So it's been crazy ever since, and that's what led us to this. But side note, if you are interested in learning how to create content and make money from it, I'm building out materials to show people what we're doing, how
For
to
free,
do it.
not selling.
Yeah, not selling anything. You can see how to do it, and especially mothers. the beautiful thing about this is a lot of mothers have the ability to do it. You guys are all talented. You guys have passions, interests, whatever. That if you just put yourself on camera, you can do it too. And outside of money, you can it's fun. You get to post yourself online, do what you love, and it's just a fun thing to do. So if that's interesting to you, comment below, and I'll reach out to you or whatever, vice versa. What is the longest that you've ever dated somebody?
I think that's for you.
No, I think it's for you.
Me, 35 years I've dated his dad.
No, do you love him?
I'm still married to him.
What's the secret to your
I
guys'
fell in love the first night I met him, actually.
Yeah.
And we got married 2 short years later.
What's the secret to every relationship? How do you stay together for so long?
Communication, for sure. I've told that to my kids. You got to communicate. Can't hide your feelings. You got to put them out there. You can't stifle things. So communicate. That's what it is. And love each other. You have to love each other. And I think, looking back in hindsight, what could we have done different? Your dad and I think if we had Jesus in our life in the beginning, really in our life, not just went to church on Sunday and then left. I mean, we did do that. But, have Jesus, that would have helped a lot. I think that would be the answer to everybody's problems, actually.
I'll answer that. Should we talk about our testimonies on this one or no? We could briefly touch on it. I'll talk about mine. What is the longest that I've ever dated somebody? 4 years. And fun fact about me, I've been basically in relationships ever since I was 19. I've dated 5 different women, and I've always had long-term relationships. I'm definitely a loyal, committed guy. Actually, yeah, let's not, what are qualities about me that you think a woman would like? Mm-hmm. What is this?
That's my circle of water. Helps me drink. It's flavored. It's so good, you guys. If you go...
Okay, all right. You love
You
the
can
circle.
get a good deal, though, if you go to the link in our bio somewhere. I got a cold. I think as a woman, a girl, I would date... I think you are committed. When he finds somebody, he's loyal and he sticks with them. And he's not a... I don't even know what to say. He has dated 5 different people, but he's 28. And he started very late. So it's not like he goes through them fast. It's been a 2-year, really. One year is the least, I guess. But he's committed, for sure. You're loyal. He's good. All my kids are just going to be good dads and good husbands.
I agree. And I'm really good with kids.
Yeah, he's really good with kids.
Are the girls and you texting to get to know each other better? We've answered this several times. We'll answer this again. This is the first one on YouTube. So none of the girls have my number, including the girls that have already been on dates with. The 8 girls that I've been on dates with, I have however many more. None of them have my number, but all of them have access to my Instagram DMs, and they can message me there. Some girls have chosen to do that. Some girls haven't. I can't keep up with 27 conversations daily, and I'm busy a lot of the time, so I try to respond the best that I can. But I talk to anybody who texts me, and I try to get back to them when I can. But yeah. That's pretty much how it is. A lot of people have been asking, how are you managing all 27 conversations? It's I'm not. I respond when I can, and some of them choose to text me, some don't.
I'm going to make a call. He's going to have a hard time at the end picking.
Why? Why do you think that?
I just think that they're all so... I just like them all. I like all of them.
So, what are your thoughts about this whole journey? What do you think about, seeing me go on these dates, your son, with girls that you picked out? Isn't it kind of weird, that dynamic of you picked them, I'm going on dates with them?
No, that's not weird at all, because the only thing I had to pick them was pictures and the videos to kind of get to know their personality, and then I've gotten to DM them back and forth and get to know some of them a little better than others, and I don't know. I just think you're gonna have a hard time picking. I don't know how you'll do it. So the negative side of me, the pessimistic side of me.
You're not pessimistic.
Yeah,
You're very loving.
But it seems it's going to be difficult, and I could see. I don't know.
Maybe it will be difficult because there's a lot of emotions at play here. But we'll say this too, just to remind everybody. So, for those of you who don't know or just need the reminder, I'm going on 27 dates in May and June. And after those 27 dates, I am picking 7 girls to give lemons to for a second date in July. I will go on those second dates, and then in August, I will pick the final 3 girls to fly into Nashville, where I live, and go on the 3rd and final date. Then I'll pick the girl that I'll be taking to my brother's wedding in November on August 14th, which is my birthday. Happy early birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. But yeah, that's how the process works. Do you have any other questions about the dates that I've already been on? I've been on 8. I have to look at my fingers. Do you have any other questions about the dates or no?
No.
Okay. What does your dad think about finally a date? You answer this.
So
actually, what does your family think? Let's do dad.
Yeah, it's a whole family actually. The other 3 brothers and my husband are his dad. They're not, they're just not into it. They're all kind of shy and camera shy for sure. They don't like being on camera, don't like having it out there. So what does he think about it? He's letting me spend a lot of time doing it. So there's that. But we're happily married. He is in the picture. He's just not in this picture.
That's true. And I will say, if you guys want an insight into our family, which my mom and I, you can tell, are a lot alike. We love talking. We're very social and outgoing people.
Which is why we butt heads.
Yeah, sometimes we butt heads.
We definitely
but
butt
I
heads.
love her, and I've always loved her. She's like literally my favorite person in the whole world. She's my best friend almost. She is my best friend. And then the other brothers are more like my dad. They're more shy, introverted. They kind of are more technical people. We're more creative and just, free flowing. Or at least I am.
Yeah, I'm not creative.
How would actually, for a person who doesn't know me, who's just watching this, how would you describe me in one word, and then I'll describe you in one word.
One word?
One word. I got you. You are handful.
Oh my gosh, I was going to say you are a lot.
I don't get it. See, we think alike. Oh, I
No,
love
he's
her.
a lot. Because he's always joking.
Oh.
Sometimes it's annoying because everything's a joke and it's not always a joke. And yeah, he's always kind of been my nemesis, actually.
What, Mom?
You have.
You're my best friend, and I love you no matter what. Even if we butt heads, I know at the end of the day that you're
And
my
I love
mother,
you too.
and I just love you so much.
I know, and I love you too. I do love you too. You are a lot, though.
Maybe this also could be partial therapy. Do you want to? Should we talk about any therapy stuff? Of
No,
childhood trauma. So what? Okay, last question. We'll talk about something else. Then we're gonna be done. Guys, these podcasts are also going to be generally maybe 10 to 30 minutes long, depending on how we feel.
10 is best.
My mom is
otherwise you
rushed
lose
right
attention.
now, so we're going to keep it shorter. But in the future, once a week, we're going to keep it 10 to 30. Where do you see all of this going? So I'm going on all these dates, and it's going to last until August 14th. Where do you see that process going? And after?
Okay, so in my perfect world, you pick a girl that's going to be your wedding date. And hopefully, it's more than that. For instance, we have a family trip coming up in September that Riley's the only one who won't have a date. And I was thinking, if you really hit it off with somebody, you can invite her to come with us
I could.
on the family vacation in sunny Florida. Yeah. And so then you'd get to know her better there, and then you'll get to know her, and she'll come to the wedding and be with the family there, and by then you'll be in love, and you'll get married, live happily ever after, and we'll have the wedding on. We'll do this for the wedding.
Oh my God! This is gonna be shown at the wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, say hi, Brian Lee.
I knew it. I was right.
girlfriend,
We married her. I picked her.
A lot of people are asking about what's going to happen and whatever all of this. I always preach this, which I'm very into philosophy and spirituality. Always live in the moment. That's the only moment that's happening. Future doesn't exist. The past doesn't exist. The only moment that matters is now, and that's where your focus should be. And if you take that advice and you truly know what I just said, it'll change your life. Focus right now. Have blinders. All you can see is this moment, even in your head. I'm gonna mention.
Yeah, don't
this.
worry about the groceries you need to buy.
Yeah, don't worry the groceries, the gas, because it's all going to get figured out. And do you know what? Let's talk about this. So I was going to bring up my testimony because I have I think a pretty powerful one. I'm going to save that for a whole video in itself, where I'm here talking about my testimony, and I'll show you guys. I'll give you guys context, but let's talk about that too. So a lot of people have been asking what my type is, and I think it has derived from. I want a girl that brings peace into my life. And that goes back to some women in my life have been a little bit more high-strung. I'm
high-strung.
So I want a woman and I love my mother for that. She's so beautiful.
Yeah, but I am high-strung, and he knows he doesn't want me.
My mom's a beautiful lady, but I just want a girl who is a woman who is peaceful, who has a good heart, has a good head on her shoulders, knows what she wants in life. She has aspirations, and most importantly, just is a calm person to be around. A lot of women out there think, or at least what I've heard from friends who are girls of mine, think that men want a challenge. For me, that's not the case. I have enough struggles in life to deal with. Myself is the biggest one that I have to get over. I just want a woman to build a life with, to be partners with, not somebody to combat like me and my mom do. Combat. It's like, I want to flow. It's going to be up and down, but I want to flow with her, not fight. So that's what I'm looking for in a woman. Just have a good heart. And at the end of the day, love Jesus, because if you have Jesus as your rock, you can get through anything. Us humans are flawed, our egos are big, our emotions are high, but if you have a rock to keep you solid in the ground, you're going to live a good life. And if you always go back to that and pay attention to him, you're going to live fine. Should we end it there?
You can.
Okay. Do you want to do any more questions? See, this is fun. And remember, Mama Knows Best. This is about answering your guys' questions, talking about topics we want, and just having a good old time.
Is there any other questions people ask we should
answer? Let's see. Okay, we're having fun now.
No, I gotta go.
What is your favorite book and why?
Oh, no. It's too...
I have one. Here, I'll say this. Art of Focus. Bible and Art of Focus by Dan Coe. It'll change your life. It talks about the most important and powerful asset in your life and in the world right now. It's attention. If you know where to direct your attention, you will live a very, very good life. If you're not distracted, I will say this. This is another thing. My mom and I can get deep. So as we get better at this, we'll talk about some deep stuff, I think. Everything in the world is a distraction right now. And almost society is built on distracting you. If you learn the art of focus, the art of where to direct your attention and only giving that your attention, you are going to master a huge part of life. Money, power, status, cars, houses, even people. A lot of it is just distractions to get you away from the one thing that matters in this world. I'm not going to say what it is. You can assume, but you have to find it yourself. Do not let the world. Don't be. What is it called? Don't be in this world or of this world. What is it?
You got to be. Don't
it's
be
okay.
in this world.
Yeah, don't be in this world. Give yourself the faith and just realize that the world is built on distractions. Everything. As soon as you wake up, what do most people do? What do you do?
When I wake up?
Yeah.
Now?
You go to your phone and scroll.
No, I always say prayer.
Don't do that. Yeah. Try to be as minimally as distracted as possible. What are y'all's testimonies? Would love to hear how you came to know Jesus. I'll tell mine in a video. My mom might tell hers in a different video, but mine is a whole. I'll say this. How about this? We'll mention this. Mine's happened in the past year and a half, and it's super impactful. It changed my life entirely. The only reason why all of this is happening and I'm able to even speak like this and work with my mother on this is because Jesus came into my life at the exact right time. It's all in perfect timing. He knows exactly when to come in, and it's changed my life for the better. So I'll talk about that in a separate video. I think that's all the questions.
Yeah. There's
a couple others, but we'll just leave that for another podcast. So if you have any other questions, comment below. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Riley and Rhonda. And this has been another episode
we have
of
a good deal on Circle.
Mama Knows Best. Mama knows best. Say Mama's the best.
Circle.
I hope they sponsor this because they haven't even sponsored it yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
No. Oh, let's hope. All right, bye.
See ya.